What's up, guys? My name is Chris. I'm part of TC Trades. I'll be doing the trade recap today. I'm going to go through every single confluence we went through, every single type of things that we look for, and what we learned about the markets today. First of all, here's the hour time frame of what the market looks like. Now, we weren't really bullish or bearish. This is a 1 hour. This is at 7 a.m. So, market opens at 7:30. I am in Arizona, so it's Arizona time. I am 30 minutes ahead of schedule, so week 10, that black candle is not there. Now, in this white candle, we see here, honestly, it looks bearish because it's disrespecting bearish order flow, as it did fully inverse this fair value gap. However, though, it is in a 1 hour fair value gap to go lower. So we honestly, we're just waiting until it passes liquidity. We just wait until it actually has a definite sign of which way we want to go. Ideally, I wanted to pass these lows and then have a nice inverse to the upside. 4 hour real quick. Did mark out the 4 hour highs and lows, just so you know. That's what we do every day. The 1 hour, 4 hour, we've marked them both out. 4 hour has also the same thing. It just looks like consolidation. So we really didn't have a definite bias today going into the market. We go into the 5 minute. I do need to go into replay mode. Let's go back to market open. All right, 7:30. All right, cool. So market opens, and what does it do? It goes straight down, straight past these lows, 1 hour lows. We did like this. It had an SMT. We were waiting for a buy. We were totally both waiting for a buy until the next 5 minute closes, and then there's no more SMT. And it's like, all right, I mean, there's no point making a trade after no SMT. And so we didn't get into a trade. However, though, it did have a nice upswing and could have done something. But after that, it literally just chops for the next 30 minutes to an hour. It really pisses me off on the December price action. Well, until it comes down here and I'm like, oh wait, I told Tyler, like, this is a perfect setup right here. This is gonna be beautiful. So it comes down, sweeps out the low. We want to keep going to get the extra low, which did not happen yet. So we thought, man, this sucks. This is unbelievable. I kind of forgot about that. So we keep on going. On entry hasn't happened yet. It did now sweep out the low, created an SMT. Now, like I said, SMT is when. Here, let me go a little further until our entry actually happens. There we go. So the SMT here is on ES or on Nasdaq actually. Right here. This is an SMT for ES did not pass this low right here. Well, Nasdaq did pass the low. That just makes it more confirmation that it is going to move higher. I always, not always, but most of the time prefer and want an SMT. If I don't have an SMT, I want this to be in a PD array, and that's just how I trade. So we got in on this on the was it 3 minute? Let me go through it again real quick. All right, 5 minute. No, it's the 5 minute. Yeah, we got in the 5 minute inverse. The why 5 minute? Honestly, it was just the most cleaner part. I mean, it was getting a little choppy for us towards the lower time frames. I mean, you could have done the 1 minute for sure, or the 2 minute right here. But then I also just go by the fact that 5 minute, there's like, if I got into this 2 minute right here, let's say I got into this 2 minute inverse, it would be actually has to be on this candle. I would break even at the 5 minute fair value gap. I mean, and you can't break even on the 5 minute fair value gap. So it's like, all right, you have to wait for the 5 minute no matter what, since it, is there. So you get in, or we got in. I did a 1-to-1, and I wanted to do. You could have done more on it. Easy 1-to-1. Nice banger trade. One thing I want to real quick teach you guys is AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. What that is, the last 5 days, it's been happening honestly almost every single day. It's crazy how it works. But what that is when the market does a type of consolidation, you can say. It's basically accumulation, and then didn't go through, and then it decides to manipulate a low or high, but manipulate a low, and then just distributes, just fully distributes all the way up, or obviously down if it's the other way around. And that's exactly what happened here today, and it's really good to spot, really nice, and actually it was pretty clean that way. Um, you have your choppiness, which is very annoying, but technically this still counts as accumulation, which happens. It comes down, manipulates the low, and then is now distributing up. Now you could totally target these highs. We could have done a trade like this. Now, we like getting the piece of pie, rather get in, get out, and just not worry about it and just take your W's on the day. However, though, this could totally have worked out, could totally have been a thing. However, though, the reason why it's we did not, or let's say we did take the trade all the way to the highs, we would actually get out once we see ES hit London highs. That's just that's like a big SMT that once ES hits the London highs, that's when to get out. And there we go. Actually happened quite recently. So it happened at 10:55. And so yeah, we get out honestly right here at 10:55, which is still a crazy RR. But like, still, we rather just get that piece of pie and just get on with our day, live life, you know. So today, the four main things was AMD, so accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and then it swept out a 4-hour low, which was beautiful. And then it had a SMT at the low, which is also amazing, and then a 5-minute inverse, and that is how we trade. Very clean today, very clean setup, and yeah, I hope you learned something new today.